My name is Steve Reagan. I was privileged to work with a team of leaders at Minot State University that initiated what has become the North Dakota Center for Persons with Disabilities. That initial grant program brought two critical resources to MSU. First, it brought $150,000 that allowed us to employ Dr. Joseph Ferrara as my Associate Director, as well as to employ staff to support the leadership in the center. It allowed collaboration with a larger university-affiliated program at Utah State University, and that collaboration allowed us to develop a strong implementation program. From this foundation, center leadership, faculty, and staff developed numerous new programs and expanded existing programs for people with developmental disabilities across North Dakota. And it was a time of joy every time we saw a person with developmental disabilities benefit from the efforts of our faculty and staff. I continue to be thankful that I was able to provide support in developing this effort.
Dr. Joseph Ferrara was NDCPD's first Associate Director in 1991. He was tasked with the responsibility of obtaining grant contract proposals to serve persons with disabilities in the state of North Dakota, and designing a process for the development of those grants and contracts. He demonstrated a successful method for assuring the involvement of teams of grant writers who worked to develop proposals that were competitive and often better than those written by large research universities. He taught staff that to succeed, one had to think better and write better than colleagues at those prestigious institutions. He was noted for the infamous phrase of "Are you with me?" as he demonstrated this process to the NDCPD faculty and staff. Dr. Ferrara is entirely responsible for NDCPD's highly successful and effective grant writing process. It is a system that did and still does produce incredible results for NDCPD.
I've been asked to make a few comments about some of the aspirations and goals, challenges that we faced during the time that I served as director at the NDCPD. When I first got there, one of the first things that I did was to work with the core coordinators, the faculty that were on board at that time, and with the leadership team to identify three broad areas of activities to establish that the NDCPD would be a trustworthy partner, both for the campus community as well as for the disability and the human service community in the state. And then start building our capacity as a UCEDD, as a center, and launching new and innovative and challenging projects. One of our most complex ongoing challenges was to build the capacity in the areas of expertise where we would be able to make novel and important contributions in the state and in the community. As we got some of those things underway, we certainly found that it was largely dependent on who we had, what time they had, and what kind of funding they had. A couple of things that we did early on was changing the name of the organization from the NDCD to the NDCPD, focusing on the involvement of people with disabilities. This played out in how we were organized as staff, how we were interacting with our consumer council and various advisory groups around the state, and how we would start to think about ourselves. And the second thing that we did was involve families and make families an integral part of our service and training and research efforts. So we wrote in activities and program involvement that would take advantage of the opportunities to interact with families of people with disabilities and not just with individuals or service providers. So we looked for ways to involve individuals with disabilities as staff, as guest presenters, as consultants, as experts, and as contributors on many of our projects. And I'm really pleased to say that as I look back on the 12 years that we spent in North Dakota, I have no doubt that some of my finest and best work that I've done in the field happened during that time.
Hello, my name is Brent Aspig, and I'm the current Executive Director of NDCPD. I've had the privilege of working at this center for its entire 25-year history, and as I was able to work with both previous Executive Directors, Dr. Stephen Reagan and Dr. Bryce Fifield. Their work and the work of all of the Associate Directors and Program Leaders and other staff has made this center an exciting place. It's been an amazing experience to see the work of such a vibrant staff and to partner with our host, Minot State University. NDCPD has made a powerful impact in its first 25 years. And it's made a powerful impact not only on people with disabilities and families and service providers in our state, but it's made a powerful impact on me. It's allowed me, as the Executive Director, to, again, not only work with amazing people here within the center, but to connect with people across the state of North Dakota and the wonderful work that they're doing. It's also allowed me to grow professionally in my administrative duties and my administrative skills and in my leadership. And I have NDCPD to thank for that. And I can't wait to see what the future brings.